rest of the story. The last half of the 19th century was not only the golden age of invention, it was the golden age of railroading. And that's no coincidence. I want you to look with me for 3 minutes at a list of railway-related inventions patented just between 1865 and 1900. There was the Walton locomotive chimney. The same inventor invented a rail silencer for metropolitan elevated trains. Smoke and cinder conveyors for the Walton chimney were invented by Rogers and Wyatt. There was the Harmon locomotive cab window. That was a projecting cone which kept rain and snow and steam off the window and protected the engineer from hail and sparks and wind. Of course, there was the Gibbon compound rail and the green rail support and cross tie to hold tracks together. Several inventions to keep the tracks free of snow and other hazards, like the Bryant rotating wheel that brushed snow aside, the Fraser sectional snow plow that could be raised and lowered for snow of any depth, the Whipple sand spreader that attached to the undersides of railroad cars continually sanded the tracks, and the Simpson steamer that sprayed locomotive steam or hot water on the tracks to prevent vegetation from growing. 16 inventors of that period tackled the problems of railroad car couplings. The Weathersby gear system locked and unlocked the cars. The Davidson system used a pivoting lever and chain to release one car from another. And then there were the railroad cars themselves, the Wilkerson cattle car with its patented sliding partitions, food and water troughs, and floor apparatures, and the Lester box car with its specially designed seats and headboards that converted into upper and lower sleeping berths. And most significant of all were the inventions between 1865 and 1900 relating to railroad safety. The Riggin Railway crossing gate, the Miller and Vosburg signaling devices, the Holmes intercar safety apparatus, the Woodward detachable roof that could be removed when the car overturned, the Beasley anti-derailment device, and of course the Costin railroad warning flare. More inventions during the golden age of railroading than we have time to recall here and now. The brainstorms of 40 railroaders who helped to build the rip-roaring industry we now associate with the likes of John Henry and Casey Jones, perhaps mistakenly. For you see, the railway inventors, whose inventions I've just named, those inventors include Mary Walton and Augusta Rogers and Mary Wyatt and Sarah Harmon and Catherine Gibbon Marion Green and Jane Bryant and Harriet Fraser and Alice Whipple and Louisa Simpson and Sarah Weatherby and Sarah Davidson and Nancy Wilkerson and Mamie Lester and Helen Ingram and Mary Riggin and 24 more 40 mechanical wizards who helped to make rail travel what it was and what it is. All of them were women. All of them were women. Now you know the rest of the story.